Hello, Mitzi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing great. Can you hear me, first of all?
Yes.
All right. Great to have you here on this call. Appreciate having you here, sir.
Sorry?
I said, appreciate having you here, sir.
Oh, yes. Thank you. Thank you for taking the time.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. So, as you have already mentioned to me before, you are looking to start your own fund. You have already been in the financial industry before. I would love to know more about what you have already done before and what are you looking to do with the next few steps. And before the end of the call, if there is any potential collaboration, so I will make sure to share the next few steps from there.
Sure. So my background has been mostly on the trading side, mostly foreign exchange, but I've done other asset classes, and about 10 years ago, I moved to the compliance side, um, basically doing trade compliance, monitoring the traders for code of ethics or business line ethics violations or front running stuff like that. And recently, mid-April, I was let go by the bank that I was working for, U.S. Bank, and it just kind of got me thinking. What are my next steps and what do I really want to do? I've been thinking about launching my own fund or something along those lines for a while. I had somebody who was going to help me. It was towards the end of last year, and we were looking to draft paperwork, get stuff. I was basically going to use my trading skills, and he had connections to family offices to raise the capital. And then he just disappeared. When I told him, I was like, okay, beginning of the year, let's go. And he I don't know whatever happened, but just unresponsive to emails, phone calls, text messages. So I don't know if he was just lying about the family office connections he might have had, or I don't know, things might have changed, but so it's something that's been on my mind for probably close to a year now. That's kind of where I stand. My track record, unfortunately, I don't have anything. It would be 10 years old, which I know is going to mean nothing at this point. But I do have experience trading foreign exchange, futures, equity options, indexes. And because of my, I've been around a long time. I do have good connections with banks, Bloomberg, and I'd be able to easily get information on what's moving and where the market's headed, etc. So if you want to call that my edge, I guess. But so that's basically kind of where I stand. I've been reading your stuff on LinkedIn for a while, and I'm happy that you reached out. So I'd love to hear, I guess, more of what you do on your side.
Thanks for sharing that, sir. Totally appreciate that. I will absolutely be more than happy to share what we are doing in our own firm. And from what you have already seen is you wanted to start your own fund since it's like since 2024. You want to do that, but you have not done that.
Yeah, correct.
So you have been at the same stage for 1 year right now.
Yeah, I was working for a bank, so I was like 1 foot in, 1 foot out. And then finally, when I made the decision to go forward with it, the person that was looking to help me disappeared. So so then I was like, okay, well, I guess that's not going to work now.
God said, why he have done that? I mean, why he told you, all right, we will also absolutely help you with raising capital. Then, all right, I'm out.
Yeah, he just stopped responding. He just stopped responding to emails, calls, texts. I don't know what happened.
Is it like he wanted to have your own position maybe from in the bank, or what is it?
I don't know. I don't know if he was just trying to get, potentially my trading skills to help him. He said he had run his own fund in the past, and then had these connections to family offices, etc. He was a former Goldman Sachs employee, but I don't I don't know. He just kind of disappeared.
Exactly. Understood. But what was the performance that you can actually generate with the trading strategies that you actually use today?
I could easily do probably 3%, 3 to 5% a month.
Per month.
Mm-hmm.
All right, great. And have you done that constantly? I mean, for like 4 or 5 years constantly?
Well, like I said, it's been, unfortunately, my track record is old. Back when I was trading mostly foreign exchange, I was helping gain capital at the time. I had my own book of 250 million that I was watching. So the track record is easily over 10 years old. So I can't even share it because it's I could say anything at this point.
Understood. And right now you are looking to start your own fund, correct?
I'd like to, yes.
All right. So why do you think that now is the best time to start manage others' money from your own situation or from your own stage, as you can see?
Well, I think right now if I'm going to do it, I think right now would be the time because I'm in between jobs, so I don't have something else that's on my mind and trying to do both.
So are you looking to have a job right now, or you are not looking to have any 9 to 5 more, and you are looking just to have your own?
I am looking, but if I could launch this, I'd rather do this like that. If I had to choose my passion, that's what I'd like to do.
Exactly. So I mean, everyone can have a new job today, or like you can absolutely have or get like a new job tomorrow when you want to, but you can't actually have a new business for your own self all the time. Correct?
Right. Correct.
So you think that now is that time actually to get this going on?
I think so. If it's going to happen, it'd be now.
How old are you, by the way, sir?
53.
53. Oh, you look young, actually. You look younger than 53, by the way.
Thank you.
Maybe you're working out a lot.
I do try to stay in shape. Yes.
Exactly. That's what I can see. You have a really good skin.
Thank you.
All right. And yeah, so you are looking to start your own and you are generating 4% per month. And then you thinking that now is the best time to do that. Let's say that you will start or you will launch your own fund. Where do you think that you are looking to get it up? Is it like to 200 million just in management? Is it like you are looking to get it up to 1 billion? Do you have any like capital targets that you are looking to achieve?
No, I don't. To me, the amount of money doesn't matter like that because I've learned that from working at banks and other funds in the past. It's the same strategy, right? You're just deploying more money, but the strategy itself is still the same. Now, where I think I would definitely need probably your advice is, what platforms to use and where to have that money wired by clients or investors to deploy the capital is probably what I would need advice on as well.
Exactly. So you are not looking like to raise 1 billion, or like you are not looking to scale up that's in the management to 1 billion. It's like 100 million, 200 million. Maybe that's the maximized.
Yeah, I mean, 1 billion would be very difficult, I think, out of the gate, especially with no track record right now.
Exactly. But I mean, the first couple of targets that you would like to raise right here is potentially 10 million.
Yeah.
Exactly. Do you think that you want to raise 10 million before the end of the year, or do you think that all right, when it happens, it happens?
I mean, I mean, I'd be happy to get it before the end of the year, but if it happens by, whatever, 2 million at a time, and potentially you would get there by first quarter of next year,
Got it. What do you think that you need to have in the place right here to gain the trust, the credibility from the marketplace, or to start to raise that first capital target, which is 10 million?
Yeah, I think just, I guess potentially what my strategy is to deploy the 10 million is probably the first hurdle. I think maybe because of my experience and that I am a little older, it'll actually help to build trust with investors, because I'm not just some young hotshot looking to raise 10 million to go trade crazy. I have an actual plan in motion and experience behind me.
Exactly. So more like, all right, I will have more discipline. I will have more conviction in my own trades, in my own place.
Right.
Got it. Got it. So that it could be your own age with the time, correct?
Right.
Understood. And do you think that you need to have team members in the beginning, or what do you think that you need to have for operators to make sure that you will keep this, or you will just start to get this running?
Yeah, I think besides the help with obviously raising the capital, again, where to be able to deploy it, what platform to use to have the investors trust in sending their money there to be able to deploy it for the strategies.
Platforms to use, that's most of it.
Yeah, I mean, like what trade desk or broker to use that's trusted by the investors to wire their monies, to say, okay, we could trust this place to have our money sit there while it's being traded.
Okay, got it. Do you think that you need to have sales team, or what do you think that you need also to have?
I wouldn't, I don't think so right out the gate. I think as we probably look to try and get more established and bigger, then potentially.
Got it. Understood. And from your own connections today, I mean, maybe you have already your own connection, someone who would actually be interested to invest into your own fund. You have already been in the bank whole of your own life. What do you think? Do you think that you have anyone from your own connection network who would actually be interested to invest into you?
I think if I could get started, I think I, could reach out to some people that I do have connections to.
So is it like you are looking here to get the first couple of millions and you would actually get back to them? Or is it like from the beginning when they will know, all right, he launched his own fund, we will invest into him?
Yeah, I think if I could get started and then and show that, hey, I've gotten X amount of capital, then I'd be able to potentially reach out to them to say, hey, I got X and I'm looking for more. So would you be interested in coming on board?
Got it. Understood. And right now, have you it's like, it was you who left your own job, or was it like the bank who told you, all right?
I was let go by the bank. Yeah, budget concerns and
Why is that?
budget concerns. I don't know.
It's like for no reason. Is it like you just said it?
Yeah, so they basically had me train somebody for 3 months to take my job.
Okay. All right. So I mean, that's absolutely not good at all. I mean, that's a bad thing to do,
Yeah,
to affect the lives, to affect on lives anyone. I mean, it has already maybe it has already affected your own life in some way.
yeah, it sucks.
Yeah, I can absolutely relate to that. I can absolutely understand that. I have already seen hedge fund managers before who has already been in banks, private banks before, and they have already, all right, they got like one time like go without any explanation.
Yeah,
And maybe you have already been like, maybe you have already been a lot open with your own trading strategies, or maybe you have already started to gain a lot from the banks. So the banks they start to understand that, all right, maybe he will start to get our own business model, our like something related to that. Could be something like that.
No, I don't think so. Because I wasn't on the trading side for the bank anymore. I was just overseeing, like watching the traders. But I wouldn't have access to like what their trading capabilities were.
Understood. Because I had actually a guy who was also working in the banks before. They told him, all right, that you need actually to go just because he know too much, that
Yeah,
he gets too much from the bank. You got that?
I
It's
could see
a
that happening.
yeah. So you know how it's going on. I mean, they don't like to let anyone to understand the game deeply internally. And
Yeah.
when someone getting a lot and he's pretty curious, so all right, now it's time to go home. All right. So since when have you already been at the same stage or at the same core situation? I mean, have you already been stuck in the same current situation for like 6 months, or was it like more than that?
No, it's only been the last 6 weeks.
6 weeks. All right. So completely new.
Yeah.
Right. Got it. And what are you doing right now in your own daily basis? Is it like you're trading sometimes, or what are you doing?
Yeah, that's basically what I've been doing is kind of sharpening up you know, the things that I like to do. So I've been trading like small futures accounts, FX accounts, just to stay in the game and get sharp.
Okay, great. I mean, of course, you need absolutely to keep trading on, to keep the skills on.
Yeah.
And have you already tried to start to apply on other jobs, or you are not interested to do that anymore?
Yes, no, I have. I do still have bills to pay. So
Exactly. Exactly. So you are looking to have like 9 to 5?
yeah, whatever the typical full-time employment is.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, great. And at the same time, you're also looking to launch your own fund. I mean, if it's like your own fund or the 9 to 5 typical job, what you would prefer right here?
Oh, my preference would be my own fund.
Your own fund.
Yeah, if I'm going to work, I want it to be for myself. So
Okay, so you are looking to work for your own self from here on.
yeah.
Why would you do that? I mean, why would you do that?
Like I said, I think if you're going to work hard, you might as well do it for yourself to, you know, launch something big. And why do, I've been involved with the banks for so long, and you're just basically a number to them. You're just an employee. So they could easily get rid of you. So why not work for yourself?
Exactly. If maybe you have already worked like 8 hours per day, or was it more?
Yeah, usually 8 to 10. Yeah.
Yeah, it does. So you have already invested like okay, like 50 hours per month or more?
A week.
Week. I mean, yeah, 50 hours per week was it?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So it was like 200 hours per month.
Oh, easily. Yeah.
So you were investing to them, you were giving them the offers, the time, everything, and then in the end, they haven't actually been so loyal to you as you have already been for them.
Yeah. No, then they're not loyal. That's the problem.
Exactly. I mean, it's business, correct?
Yes, true.
Exactly. All right. And right now you are looking to take your own revenge from them, but by beating them in the financial industry. Is that the case here?
Yeah, that'd be nice. I don't need to though. As long as I could take care of myself and my investors, I don't need to worry about them.
Exactly. I understand. I mean, you want to become a player, a real player, right here.
Right.
Okay, understood. Okay, let's say right now that you have already raised the capital target that you are looking to raise, which is the first 10 million. Let's say that has already been achieved. What would we see from there? Would we see more operating internally, or would we see more expanding externally to new all-time highs in asset management?
Um, what would we see from there? You know, more than likely profits for the investors to kick back, and then to keep growing from there. So internally, I guess we would grow bigger operationally.
Exactly. So you would you be open to scale up in the management from there?
Correct. Yeah.
You would. And from the 10 million, where you are looking to scale up to? I mean, from that stage, what do you think that you would be actually be able to scale up from that current stage?
Yeah. I mean, I think well, I guess it matters. So, to get the initial 10 and then to show performance, I think once you start to show performance is when it kind of snowball effect, right? So, 50 or 100 becomes easier once you have performance. So, after 100, it could easily go to, 200, 500. But you have to get the initial capital in and then show performance.
Understood. And if you have already raised 10 million, would you make more money or less money right there?
Say that again.
If you have already raised 10 million, that's in the management, do you think that you would make more money than what you are making today?
Oh, for sure.
Have you done the math, the calculation on what the fee structure would be right there?
I guess it depends on the fee structure. I know there's the usual 2 and 20, but that I've seen, 0 and 30, to get paid more on your performance rather than charging a management fee. So, I think that's still up for discussion, and I haven't really decided on which way to go.
Understood. So if you want to launch your own fund today, do you think that you need actually help with the intro deck today?
I think I'll need some help, whether that's, you know, eh, some type of consultant or an employee, but
So like consulting on which platforms that you would use, the brokers that you would use, and more into the intro deck that you will build or you will create, and how you will uh, how you will get meetings with investors or LBS who would be interested to invest into your own fund. Would
right.
that would be a case right here?
Yeah, correct.
Understood. Okay, got it. And let's say right now you will just stay where you are right now for a longer time. I mean, do you think that you can get a job right now from what you have already applied for, or do you think that all right, maybe it's not the right time to do that, and it's okay actually to stay for a longer time and apply for other applications? What do you think?
Um, I mean, my preference would be, again, to, if I could trade and manage my own fund, but I do have to look for a job for now just to pay for bills. So, um, but my preference would be to launch my own fund.
Okay, so that's what you are looking to do.
Mhm.
And launching your own fund, it would be a bit costly in the beginning. Maybe you are absolutely aware of the regulation side, the compliance, and what you need absolutely to have in the place to launch your own fund. Is it like that you are? Is it like that's something that you are aware of, or you are not aware of it?
Yeah, no, I'm aware of that. I don't know what the exact costs are, but I am aware of it.
Understood. I mean, it depends on which type of fund that you can absolutely start with. I mean, in the beginning, you don't need to go all in with having like regulated fund, like the real one. You can absolutely have like a mini fund, and
Mhm.
it will cost you way less in the legal side and in the compliance, etc. So it can absolutely be achievable, even if you don't have like a huge budget, like 1 million or 500K.
Right.
Okay, got it. And yeah, if let's say that you have already your own fund right now, you have already raised the 10 million, and everything going smoothly from there. Would you have more time? I mean, with your own family, or are you married, by the way?
Yes, married with 2 kids.
All right, God bless them. I mean, would you have more time with your own family, maybe, or what you would do right there? How would your lifestyle would be?
Yeah, no, definitely spend more time with them. But you know, being that I'm the trader, I'm working to build performance to get more money in, right?
Exactly. So you think that you would make more money at that stage, correct?
Oh yes.
Yeah. I mean, if you would make more money, maybe you will have more time with your own fam at the same time.
Yeah, true. But you still have to work, right?
Exactly. So you will stay in the game. I mean, you will stay have the same passion, the same fire inside you.
Yeah, correct.
Okay. All right. Great. And you will stay in this in the US, or you will just travel around?
No, I will be staying in the US for now.
Staying in the US for now. All right. All right. Okay. And understood. Understood. Why do you think that now is the best time to do that from your own viewpoints?
I just think, right, if it's gonna happen, it's gonna be now while I'm in between jobs and not working at another job again.
Exactly. And
It's
do
too
you
hard
think
to do. It's too hard to do while you're, concentrating on another job. So
exactly, is it like it feels like it's absolutely unacceptable for your own side to have like a second job and start like to work for someone else for a long time, and then in the end you are not anywhere than what you have already expected to get up to?
right, correct.
Would that make you to feel like you are like fulfilled in your own time or in your own life if you will work with someone, or if you will work with a second bank, or would you feel like you are unfulfilled?
Yeah, I don't want to work for another bank unless I'd have to. I'd rather just work for myself.
I understand. I mean, working for someone else, do you think that will actually affect your own life personally, or would actually affect your own self as a person, your own potential maybe?
No, I don't think working for someone else will affect my life. It's just that I know it's not my passion, right? My passion is wanting to be in the markets and trading and uh, building performance and getting more assets under management.
Got it. Got it. So it would affect your own potential, in other words,
Yeah, true,
because you will not actually execute your own potential right there.
true.
So that will make you to feel like you are unfulfilled with the time, and that will actually affect you as a person. I mean, I have already seen hedge fund managers who has already been working with other investment firms for a long time, and they didn't want to start their own. With the time, they told me that yeah, we have already started to become depressed in our own job because we are not achieving our own thing. We start to achieve other things, and they actually getting what we have already expected to get from our own time, but we have seen that we are getting only older and the time is start to slip away from our own fingers. Do you think that will
The
actually?
only the only thing that would I would guess say that would be somewhat fulfilling is to be able to at least trade for someone else. This way, at least I'm in the game doing something, and then on the side, whether it's through my own compensation to be able to launch something on myself. So if I were to trade for a fund to then get either an allocation from them or to save my own funds to then start myself, I guess that could be fulfilling as well.
Exactly, do you think that would actually be achievable for your own stage right now?
I think it could be achievable. I think it might take a little longer.
Exactly, and do you think that time in your own side?
Yeah, I think that would take a little longer. That would be like a 5-year plan, right? Because you're gonna have to put in a few years for that firm rather than
Exactly.
building now from your own firm.
Exactly. And do you, so you would be like around 60 at this case?
Yeah,
Okay, and are you open to sort of that?
I'd be open to that if it could happen. I just think it would take a little longer.
Exactly, but I mean, if it will take you like a bit longer, do you think that would actually be a completely fine solution? I mean, to start your own fund at 60?
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I mean, I guess it would have, I'd have to, I don't know, I'd have to wait to see what happens at that point.
Yeah, I mean, I totally understand your own point, which is I appreciate your own openness. But
Yeah,
right here, let's say that you will work with investment firm right now, or with a bank, whatever, and you will start trade for them like for 5 years or like 7 years. If you will be loyal for them like for 5 7 years, okay, they will actually help you and support you in some way and somehow. If you have already got the right connections or right investment firm, those will actually support it, which is like pretty rare. But let's say that you have already got them, and so you will start your own fund at this case at 60.
right. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that would be probably a little more difficult.